These are 8 new habits that have changed my life. Hi guys, welcome back to my channel. I have 8 things that I want to share with you guys that I believe have changed my life for the better. If you're not already subscribed, please do subscribe to my channel and give this video a thumbs up if you enjoy this type of content. We're gonna just jump right into it. As I'm getting older, I'm finding that, my unhealthy habits like snacking, chips, candy, all of this like junk food, it's not healthy for you. And as you literally get older, you can feel your body slow down. Like you can feel yourself get restless. And I've seen it specifically happen with my dad, where he's just much slower than he used to be. And he's even having issues sleeping. It's just these unhealthy habits that actually seep into your life. And you may not correlate the two, but they actually do work hand in hand. And so this is something that I have started to, look inside of myself and really try to change, because I want to be healthy. So the first habit that I've picked up is less snacking, and I am a snack freak, and that is a problem. I saw that reflected in the bloatedness, in not being able to sleep, and just feeling really bad about myself on the inside. And so I have been snacking less. If I do want to snack and I have this urge to snack, I am snacking intentionally. And if you guys watch my last vlog, you would know that I started to eat sardines. So if I'm hungry, it's in between, breakfast, lunch, dinner, I'd rather pop in a piece of bread and make my little sardine mixture, and I'd rather eat that than go and eating like junk food or like chips or all of those things. So snacking intentionally and less snacking unhealthy things. Number 2 is something that I posted about in my Instagram, I think maybe like 2 weeks ago, but I shared like a little snippet of my dinner, and basically it was this amazing, beautiful Mediterranean dish with Greek yogurt, feta cheese, and then grilled carrots on top with some pomegranate seeds, and then we just added some grilled chicken. Basically, number 2 is going to be around a diet, and specifically a Mediterranean diet. I have been following this guy for such a long time. This person is where I get all of my meals. I literally eat just this type of food, like Mediterranean. Sometimes we have cheat days where we go out and we have food on the road, but I'm really eating Mediterranean meals, which are Greek yogurt filled. There's a lot of grilled chicken, there's a lot of vegetables, and there's not a lot of oil usage, there's not a lot of fat. I found it, for me, very, very healthy. It keeps us in check. It tastes delicious. And specifically from this one creator who's now created a whole cookbook and everything, we base all of our meals off of what he makes, and it's healthy, it's low carb, and it's delicious. And the person I'm talking about is 𝗙𝗀𝗀𝗀. You might have seen him before, but he also has a cookbook which I have bought and we use religiously. That's my diet right now, and it's working amazingly. What filters into that as well is we plan our meals. Instead of meal prepping like one type of meal for 5 days, rather dinner prep every day. So for example, we pre-choose the meals that we want to eat for the next week, and then we purchase all of that. So we literally only have 5 meals in the kitchen. There's nothing outside of that. It's just the meals for 5 days, and then that's what we make for 5 days. And so it's worked really well for us. It keeps us on track. It keeps us from purchasing on the road and buying fast food, because there's literally always food at home. That has really been an amazing habit that we've picked up. Third habit that I have picked up, this one is more recent, and it is drinking bone broth. There's a lot of nutritional benefits that come with drinking bone broth. You guys can do your own research on that. This is just what works for me. I know some people like to do that instead of coffee in the morning, but I like to have it as an in-between. So I don't really eat breakfast and I wait it out until lunch. For me, drinking bone broth before lunch actually helps me stay like full and helps me to make it to lunch without snacking on something else. And I personally think drinking bone broth tastes absolutely delicious. To me, it just tastes like chicken noodle soup. I have this one, it's called sriracha chicken, so it's a little bit spicy as well. It tastes great. I really enjoy it, and I love soup, so it is just perfect. It is high protein. There's so many good things in there, and it does make me a little bit full and also works on the bloatedness. The next one, number 4, is going to be around drinking coffee. So if you guys have been following me, you know that coffee was never really my thing. I only drink it socially, and I drink it because, there's this like aesthetic around drinking coffee. I don't technically really like the taste of coffee. I think it's just dirt water, basically. Instead of like just drinking coffee, because I would just drink it socially just to like chat with my husband. In the office, you just get a coffee just to get a coffee. I limit my coffee drinking to 1 time a week, and I've replaced that with drinking black tea. If you guys have been following my vlog, you know that I've started to drink black tea with some milk. This has its own benefits. It's not super caffeine heavy, but the black tea also does have a little bit of caffeine naturally, so I've just replaced my coffee with black tea. I kind of treat myself. I say only 1 time a week coffee, and that's going to be like my treat, so I normally like to save that for Fridays. Number 5, it is a new habit for me just because I have taken notice of it, but it should be something that every human being should have access to and should be able to do, and it is drinking water. I did not take water very seriously. I don't know what's wrong with me. I think a lot of people are the same, where you just don't drink enough water. I think it's like minimum 2 liters of water that you need to have per day. I would just have water when I'm already at the cusp of thirst. Since prepping for my wedding, drinking water actually helps you stay hydrated. It helps you with your skin, and so I have been actively drinking water with the help of my little jug, and I drink about minimum 3 of those jugs per day. And number 6, the next one, is also similar to drinking water. It's something that you should be doing anyways. In my mind, vitamins to me were like optional, right? And in some cases they are optional, but for me, when I get my blood test and my blood work, I can see that there's some things like vitamin D, like iron, which are low. So for me personally, vitamins are not a supplement. They are necessary. They are needed to basically make me function better. And so I'm now taking vitamins religiously, and I do see a difference in my energy levels. I see a difference in how many migraines I have. My doctor recommended magnesium for that, and since I've been taking magnesiums in different types of formats like spray or orally, I have seen a difference. I do not have as many migraines. Now I take my B12, I take my magnesium, I take my iron, and that has really improved my overall well-being, I think. So. Number 7, if you are a part of the tribe, you would have seen me in the past. I tried to work out quite frequently with my Peloton, which I've now sold, and also I used to do this workout video, Insanity. I used to do that as my workout because I don't like going to the gym. I never like going to the gym, and that workout is very intense. It's just not sustainable because I don't enjoy it. The Peloton was also not sustainable because it's fine, it's okay, but I don't think I like cycling. Like, I just don't think it's for me. So that I put aside, and I'm thinking, okay, like what kind of other workout can I do that I'm going to enjoy, that's relaxing? And then obviously we know that Pilates has been making its rounds. What's Pilates? How do you do Pilates? Can anybody do Pilates? I kind of just started to do a little bit of research, and I found an instructor on YouTube who, she is so relaxing. It makes me feel like I'm going to a meditation session versus like a strengthening core session. So her name is 𝗙𝗙𝗀𝗀 Pilates. It is a new habit of mine to get in Pilates, but at home Pilates. I don't want to be outside. As I mentioned, physically leaving my house and going to the gym was not sustainable long term. It wasn't working for me because I just didn't like it. And so that's why I found this medium place where I can do workouts at home, and this 𝗙𝗙𝗀𝗀 Pilates instructor. I look forward to doing the sessions with her because she is just so relaxing. I can relate to her. She's gorgeous. She knows what she's talking about. It's almost like we're having a coffee chat when we're doing the Pilates because she's just talking to you regularly. She'll like in between spit out like some information about Pilates, what you're doing, but she's kind of just like talking to you like a girlfriend, and I absolutely love that type of working out. At home Pilates has definitely changed my life. And the last habit is getting a personal agenda. I love having an agenda. I am in general a very organized person at work, with YouTube, with everything. I feel like I can't function if my house isn't organized, if my life isn't organized. And it's crazy because for work I would have like an organized calendar, etc. But for my personal life, I actually didn't write anything down. I kind of just went off the cusp of my mind, and maybe I would have something like in my Apple calendar. Having a physical agenda that I can literally write in, where I can see my personal month ahead, see my week to week to-dos, see my daily to-dos, that has helped me be so much more efficient and also clean out my brain, because I have a lot of clutter in here of things I want to do and places I need to be, and I need to pick up this for my dog and this for the house, and I normally would have kept it inside of my head, and it would just be so much because I have to keep it in here but then also function. And having this agenda has literally made my life so easy. So I dump everything in there, and then I can kind of just like breathe easy in my brain. It has just kept me on track. Yeah, so guys, that is basically the end of the video. I hope you enjoyed it. Let me know in the comment section if you have done any new habits in your life that I haven't mentioned you want to share, because I'm always open to more things that I could do to better my life. I hope you enjoyed this video, and I will see you in the next one.